We begin with breaking news right now at 6. Pro-Palestinian protesters have shut down a major highway in Durham, causing massive traffic backups. Thank you for joining us. I'm Gerald Owens.
And I'm Deborah Morgan. WRAL Sky 5 was over the scene in just the last hour, and Mark Boyle is watching the traffic situation from the Live Center. We begin with WRAL's Aaron Thomas, live at the Durham Freeway, where that highway is shut down. Aaron?
Deborah, Gerald, there's certainly a lot of new updates since we last broke this around 5:30 this evening. So we've actually heard police several times from Durham Police Department chant that this is now declared an illegal protest. They are now giving the protesters that you see here on the road now less than 10 minutes to disperse, or now they are subject to arrest. This has been going on for quite some time. I've counted dozens of protesters that are now on NC-147. You do see traffic flowing just a bit on one lane. So initially, these protesters were blocking both lanes, but they've since now blocked one lane. So there are some people that now can drive. On the other side of NC-147, we were seeing some people get out of their cars frustrated, as this is the evening commute. We know that there's a football game between Duke and Wake Forest. So this definitely impacts a lot of people with traffic backed up for miles. A lot of these people that you also see out here, hundreds, some of them on the road, others on the hill, and others that are gathered along the bridge. They started with the protest over at CCB Plaza in downtown Durham, later marching over here, and this is the end result. So far, we have not seen an arrest at this point, but that could change with that order from police telling these protesters to no longer impede traffic, or they will be subject to arrest. We did some digging, looked at some legislative work that is determined a Class 2 misdemeanor. So, of course, keeping our eyes on the roads and seeing how everything progresses out here. Back to you.
Aaron, we know you'll stay on top of it. They're live in Durham. Thank you, Aaron. Now let's go to Mark in the Live Center. Mark, it looks like the traffic is getting a little bit better in that area.
So you have that one lane getting by, but Deborah, take a look at the traffic maps right now at 6:01. That purple still indicating right there the road is closed. We're seeing it slowly move by. There's a ton of red, though, on 885 Durham Freeway coming into town. And then off to the right, I do want to mention a lot of folks use 70 to come in and out of Durham, and there's a crash now right there at Sharon Road blocking, so that's going to cause some issues as well. Sky 5 live over the scene for us right now, coming up on 6:03. You can see that one lane of traffic just a few inches away from the dozen or so protesters there on the 147, the Durham Freeway, blocking one lane. So as Aaron mentioned, they have now really a countdown of time until they're subject to arrest for blocking the roads. The miles of backups continue. If you want to listen to us on the radio, we have all of that for you right now. We stream live on these radio stations in Raleigh, Durham, and across the Triangle. In Durham, 96.5 FM will be your key there if you're not at your TV and you want to know exactly the best way to get around. We'll monitor this live picture from Aaron in Sky 5. If anything develops, you'll see it right here on WRAL this evening. Back to you.
Yeah, and that Duke Wake Forest football game this evening could be affected. Fans trying to get to the game are going to be slowed by that. Chris Lee will have that part of it coming up in our sports report. New today, a man from Cary is back in custody after threatening to shoot children in the area.